Hi there, everyone. This is Sharon for another conscious sharing moment. And so, with this conscious sharing moment, we will talk about success acts, successful acts. And so, remember to like and share, remember to turn on your notifications, and remember to subscribe so that you will know when these conscious sharing moments hits. Because just like life, we never know when something unfolds, meaning the exact time. So, this is one reason why these conscious sharing moments are not set on a specific time, so that we can learn to be grateful, to look forward to something and not knowing when it's going to happen. And so, again, what we would talk about is successful acts. And so, we talk about, let's just say we want the house, we want the car, we want all of these wonderful things in life, especially in doing things for others. It's like, what are your dreams? What do you want to do? And even whatever situation or circumstance you may be in right now, what are these successful acts? These success acts are you doing? It's very important for us to be who we are, but we also have to do to get where we want to go. And so, when it comes to the four pillars of self-care, it's self-awareness, which that is the hugest part. And then there's deep rest, there's deep rest, and then there is sitting in silence and action and movement. And so, what actions and movement is getting you closer to where you need to go? Do you need to step back? But even when you're stepping back, that means you're evaluating, reflecting. So, that is the first part of the self care, self reflection, and the self awareness. It's like, okay, what discernment do I need to make? What changes do I need to make? While you are not just building, you are successful no matter where you are. You're doing something to move the needle. And then I think sometimes we think that, okay, it's the destination that's going to make us happy. No, it's where you are now. It's, as they say, it's the journey. It's when you're figuring out, when you're curious, when you're trying something and you're like, hey, this is working well. Hey, this is not working the way that I thought. But even when it's not, I always like to say, when it's unfavorable, in that's okay too. But the main thing is that you are doing. Do not stop in your tracks. If you do stop in your tracks, allow that time to be, again, when you're sitting in silence, to be able to reflect, to say, hey, what is the next move that I need to make? Or whatever that may be, because it may not be a move. It could be another direction, because sometimes not moving is the move, meaning sitting in silence or getting that deep rest. All of these things are really important when it comes down to for us being successful. And even though in the beginning I was talking about the external factors of being successful, but what about the internal factors of being successful? What is your character? Sometimes we can say that, oh, I'm such a loving, caring person, but are you a loving, caring person for yourself? What are the things that you're doing? Are you able to really have patience with someone who really needs you for something, and not just tell them, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever the things that you tell them. There's so many different things, because sometimes we want to tell someone what to do, but a lot of times individuals really just need someone to listen to them. They just really want to be heard and want to be understood, because when it comes to connection, that is so important to the human species. And so, again, what are the steps that you are taking to make it to be successful, whether it's the external success or the internal? But the internal success is where it counts the most, because that's the thing that draws us to the external success. And so, no matter where you are, just know you can stand. And even if you can't physically stand, you can still stand up for yourself, because that's where it's at. So do the things you need to do the things that you desire to do the things that you want to do that will get you the results that you want. And one last thing is to be it, is to feel it, is to not just imagine it, but know that whatever it is, that it is possible. So go and not just dream about the dream, live the dream. And so take the acts to make you internal successful as well as external successful. All of this comes together when it comes to your mind, your body, your spirit. It impacts you financially, and it impacts you. Remember, I said no matter where you are, whether you're at work or whether you're at home. So definitely, if you are a manager, if you're a supervisor, this is for you. No one is exempt from the things that come in life. And so do your self-care acts by being successful for yourself, to yourself, through yourself.